Hi guys, I'm Ratrakta Indu Vikashni, and I'm basically a home baker and a student. So here I'm here to teach you all baking here. So my Insta account is underscore she underscore bakes and underscore CBE. You can DM me if you have any doubts on baking or any recipes, or if you want to place any orders, you can DM. Now I'll just roughly tell you what I'm going to teach you all today. First, I'm going to teach you all apple cinnamon cake, then chocolava, then the simple basic techniques for frosting. So I think this session will be interactive to you all. So can I start the session?
Yes, Indu. You can start.
So I'll tell you all what are the ingredients for apple cinnamon cake. So before that, I'll just on the oven, so preheat it for 15 minutes. So by the time we'll mix for the apple cinnamon cake. So I have readily kept all the ingredients here. And I've already measured it also. I'll let you know. I've taken 105 grams of maida. Now I'm going to add it in the bowl. Next, I'm adding 1 teaspoon of baking powder and half teaspoon of baking soda. Now I'm going to add 75 grams of castor sugar. So it is castor sugar, it's not powder. Now we'll just mix the dry ingredients here. Then half teaspoon of vanilla extract I have here. Then I'm going to put 1 large egg inside. Now I have 1/4 cup of yogurt, or you can take 60 grams of yogurt if you don't have a measuring cup. Then same 1/4 cup of, this is the measuring cup, so I'm using 1/4 cup of oil, or you can use 60 grams of oil also, both are same. And I'm going to add half cup of chopped apple. It's roughly chopped actually. You can just add them. I'm going to mix them totally. Actually, this batter you should not over mix it, or don't use any hand source or So actually all the dry ingredients which I took was already sieved, and I just placed it in the bowl. So if you sieve the ingredients, dry ingredients, so it won't have any lumps in your batter. So now the batter is ready. Now I'm going to take the pan, and I have already cutted a butter paper. Now just grease the pan with oil. So So I'm going to grease the pan with oil. And actually, I mixed this batter for half kg, but to show you all, I'm just pouring a half quantity of this batter so that it cooks fast. If you have any doubts, you can ask me still now. Now just hit it on the floor so that there's no air bubbles in that and it bakes evenly. Now I've take 25 grams of sugar and I have added 1 tablespoon of butter, and I'm going to add, I have already grinded roughly the cinnamon and add them into this. Now just sprinkle it on the batter. And I'm going to sprinkle little more cinnamon powder on the batter. Now I'm going to bake this for 15 minutes and we'll see after it bakes. So I'm keeping it inside the oven. So by the time it bakes, now I'm going to the next recipe, that is choco lava cake. So for that, I'll tell you what are the ingredients needed. 1 minute. Oh, sorry. Now I'll tell you here are the ingredients for choco lava cake, and I'll tell you all what are the ingredients. This is 1/4 cup of maida, and I'm adding inside the bowl. And here is 1/4 cup of powdered sugar and extra a half cup of uh, extra one, little one. Now, for this recipe for always choco lava, take the same quantity of maida what you're adding. So I have added 1/4 cup of maida here. So I'm adding same 1/4 cup of maida. And I have taken 3 tablespoons of cocoa powder. I'm adding it. So these are the dry ingredients and I'm mixing it here. So for your wet ingredients, I have taken 65. I've taken 65 grams of. I've taken 65 grams of chocolate and 1/4 cup of water, and I've added 2 tablespoons of butter and already melted it and keep in. So you have to just heat it in the oven and melt it, or if you don't have oven, or you can just double boil it. So I'm adding this mixture. First we'll dissolve it. I'm just mixing it as there's no lumps inside it. So I've removed the lumps, whatever it is there left out. Now I'm pouring the wet ingredients into the dry ingredients. So just gently mix both, and don't over mix the batter, because sometimes your choco lava will be hard. So this recipe is for 3 choco lavas. So you can, to increase your number of serves, you can just double the amount of recipe which I told. If you didn't know the recipes, I'll share you the recipe. So now I have a cupcake pan, and I have placed some aluminum foil cup over here. So as it is aluminum foil, you don't need to grease it with butter. If it is some paper cups or stuffs, you can grease it with butter, not with oil. And you can't substitute this recipe with oil if butter is not available. So now I'm going to, so the batter is ready. Just check whether your batter is little thick, so that like this, when it falls, so that your choco lava will be correct. So now I'm just adding into the 3 cups. So I pour the batter into cups, and the cake is getting ready. So after that, we are going to bake this for just 10 to 15 minutes. That is more than enough. So we'll get a perfect choco lava from this recipe.
Indu, you're on mute.
If you have any doubts or any stuff, you can ask me now. By the time I'll teach you next the basic techniques for frosting. If you have any doubts or queries, you can just ask me now. Any doubts? Okay, next I'll go on to the basic frosting techniques. Now I already have the whipped cream, and I'm just going to whip it. Chocolate. Can you please tell me where it is? Okay, I'll just answer this question at the last. Now we'll go for the basic frosting techniques. Now I have a chocolate whipped cream with me. I have a chocolate whipped cream with me, so I'm going to add this into the bowl and whip it again as I just kept it in the refrigerator. So you have to whip the cream till you get a stiff peaks. And don't put it into the high speed because your whipped cream gets it will take about 5 minutes so that the cream will get whipped and we get the stiff peak. I think you guys can see the cream here. So there's no stiff peak, so I'll beat little more to get a stiff peak. So before you whip the cream, see whether your whipped cream is in the fridge, and it should be very cold so that your whipped cream comes perfectly. See guys, now I got a stiff peak here. I got a stiff peak. I think I'll beat little more so that you'll see. So we got a stiff peaks. I think you can see here over here. So now I'm going to tell you all next step is how to put the whipped creams in your bags, or how to select your bags. I think in market is more silicone bags available, cloth bags available, but I won't recommend those because we can use it more than 2 or 3 times, but there will be particles there. So I generally use this once used paper parts, and I'll tell you how to fix the knobs inside. So I have a knob here. You can take any type of knob, and first fold the top part, place the knob inside, and see the correct size, and you can just cut it here in the edge. Now my knob is fixed here. Now I'm going to add whipped cream. So I have 3 knobs for you today, and I'll teach you all one by one. And first I'm going to take the flat knob here, and I'm going to add the whipped cream into it. I added only little so that I can show you more designs. Cardboard. So just to decorate your cake in your side places, you can do this one. I hope you can see. I hope you can guys see this. I think you can see. So 1 minute, guys. I think the cake is baked. You just see into whether the cake is baked. So I have a wooden stick. So if the batter doesn't stick into that, it is known it is baked. It is not still baked. They are tiny particles. So I'll just keep it inside the oven for more 5 minutes. For always making the frosting for the cake, don't take it with a spatula and apply it in the cake. Use the cream applying cards. Use these types of cards to apply, or first take it in your piping bags and then apply the cream, so it will come perfectly. Always apply it straight, or you can with this nozzle you can do 2 to 3 designs only, not more than that. So next I'll tell you all how to do a rose with a knob, and I have a star, big star knob with me, and I have a small one also with me. So they selected 5 to 6 knobs. So this is a star knob, and this is a big star knob. So in star knob, there are totally 4 types. So you can select any one of this. I'll just beat little more for the flour. for the rose now, I'll just add little more. I think it won't be enough. So for frosting, if you are adding more colors or such, your whipped cream won't stand. It will get watery. Or if you are adding any Nutella to it for your frosting, so that time you can add little cornstarch or corn flour to your whipped cream, so it stands quickly because you're adding too much of liquid into it. So you just whip your cream, and I'll tell you basic knobs for frosting. So these ones you can use it for your cupcakes. I think you all can see. Can use it for cupcakes. These all are pull knobs. So for buttercream frostings or stuff, you can same procedure. You can add it in these piping bags and just pull it. So there are various designs. These are basic knobs. You can use it for frosting. And if your frosting is not coming, or if you don't get stiff peaks, don't get panicked. You can just keep it in the refrigerator for some time and just make it maximum chilled temperature, and then frost it, then again beat it, so you'll get your stiff peaks. So I think the cake is getting baked. So by the time I'll answer all your queries. Could you please tell me why does the top of the cake becomes crunchy? I think it is because of your oven temperature. Because for example, like if your temperature is not evenly spread inside your cakes into the oven, the top part alone gets too baked, and you will get a darker layer. What temperature does we have to bake both the chocolate lava and apple cinnamon cake? Like 180-degree you have to bake it. For chocolate lava, same 180-degree, but for chocolate lava you can bake it just for 10 to 15 minutes. And for apple cinnamon cake, 180-degree, and for 20 minutes for 1/4. For apple cinnamon cake, you have to bake it for 180-degree to 20 to 25 minutes. It depends upon your oven, because it cannot be tell approximately. I'm just telling you all approximately. Next. Hi. What if we don't have microwave for making a chocolate lava? If you guys don't have oven, microwave, or OTG, you can use pressure cookers, but dry ones. Place it on your stove and add salt or sand to it, dry sand, and place the stand into it, and preheat the pressure cooker for 20 minutes, and then place your pans into it. Yeah, I'll share my Insta ID in the comment before I leave. That is underscore she underscore Dex underscore CBE is my Insta ID. So is there any other doubts? If you have any other doubts, put it in the chat box. I'll just answer. Now we'll see the cake. So guys, apple cinnamon cake is baked. We have a crunchy top layer because we added butter, sugar. It gives a crunchy layer, top layer. So there's no particles coming out. So it's perfectly baked. Now we'll place the chocolate lava inside it for 10 minutes. So it also gets baked. So this that will get chocolate lava should be baked for 10 to 15 minutes. So it will get a cake texture in the top. Then you'll have a lava consistency inside. I'll show you that also, the texture. Where can we get the ingredients here in CB? Mostly your cakes get sticky because you have added more amount of maida, or you have not added enough amount of butter. So you just always follow the recipe totally and don't substitute with anything. So many of them are pure veg, so you will be trying to substitute with eggs, with curd or stuffs. For that, you just follow some other recipe which is pure veg, so that you'll get a perfect texture which is mentioned. Say about your baking and what you sell and all. So I've started this home baking past 4 months. I'm baking all types of brownies, cupcakes, cakes, birthday cakes, everything. So you can place your orders for any events and for any birthday parties. So inside Coimbatore for now, delivery is available. And you can check my page also. If you have any doubts on baking or queries, you can DM me also. I will reply to you all. So did you all know the ingredients required for these two recipes, or should I tell you all again for this two recipes? Do you have any other doubts regarding baking? Which type of oven are you using? I'm using a convection oven right now. It has both microwave mode and convection mode. You asked for a chocolate lava recipe again, so I'll tell you all. First, dry ingredients I'll let you know. 1/4 cup of maida, same amount of milk powder you should use. Don't substitute with the milk. So 1/4 cup of maida, 1/4 cup of milk powder, then 1/4 cup of powdered sugar, and add extra little to more amount so that it enhances your taste. Then add 1/4 teaspoon, less than 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder, and a pinch of salt. So salt is not compulsory. You can just, if you want, you can add it, but I didn't add to this recipe. Now wet ingredients I'll tell you. Take 65 grams of chocolate, just roughly chop them, and add a 1/4 teaspoon, 1/4 cup of water to it, and add 2 tablespoons of butter, and mix it together. And if you have any lumps or extra chocolate pieces, you can just microwave it, or double boil it, or place it inside a hot water, and just stir it till it gets a liquid consistency. And then you can add the wet ingredients and the dry ingredients and mix it together, but don't over mix it. Just mix till all the ingredients combine together, and you can pour it inside cups and place it inside the oven. I'm sorry guys, I forgot to tell you all to add cocoa powder. You have to add 2 to 3 tablespoons of cocoa powder to it. Is the recipe okay? Yeah, thank you. Is there any other queries? You can, for some, I'll tell you some basic for baking. So some of them might think you want to substitute egg. So you can substitute with egg, curd, 1/4 for one large egg. You can substitute with 1/4 cup of curd and ground flax seeds. Flax seeds are available in market, ground ones, you can use that. Or for a higher one, you can use the 1 teaspoon of baking soda and 1 teaspoon of vinegar to it. But I won't recommend to substitute it with the recipe. You can just follow the other recipe for baking, like for without egg, pure veg ones, because the measurements for other ingredients varies for both egg and eggless ones. Cut into half. Always when you cut the cakes, just please after you bake it, let it out and let it cool down completely. There should not be any heat into it, so that after that it totally cool down. You cut, there won't be any breaks into it. Can we use Amul milk chocolate for chocolate lava or only cooking chocolate lava? You can use any chocolates. You can use chocolate bars actually. You can't use dairy milk or those stuffs. You can use Amul milk chocolate bars also. You can use any milk bars or dark bars for chocolate lava. Just roughly chop them. How many eggs can we use for a cake? So it depends upon the recipe. For most of all the recipes, 1 kg recipes contains 2 eggs, and half kg contains mostly 1 egg. Uh, it depends upon the recipe what we follow actually. This egg is added to the cake to give the perfect texture. Like someone asked, for breakage or won't be there, so we add eggs into it. I'm sorry guys for the interruption. I think there was some network issue. So now all our cakes are baked completely. Now I'll show you all the texture of the cake. So now I start with the chocolate lava. I think hope everyone can see it. So this is a chocolate lava texture. So in middle it is lava there, and there's a cake layer also which is formed. Hope you can see the chocolate lava, the lava consistency which is in the middle, and the cake layer. So it is perfectly baked. So you can try this in your house. And this is the apple cinnamon cake. Sorry, it's hot. So this is apple cinnamon cake. I think you can see. So it's perfectly baked. And I'll place it in a card and show you. So I think now we can see it clearly. The cake is baked totally, and this is apple cinnamon cake is ready. I think the recipe was useful for you all, and everyone has noted. So if you have any doubts now, you can ask me, or we'll end up the session. And thank you so much, guys, for patiently watching me and joining me for this baking session. So can we end up the session, or do you have any other queries? When did you start your baking? So I'm doing actually I'm hotel management student. So I have doing it past 2 years. So I have started my home baking and selling cakes or stuffs past 4 years to treat your tummies with yummy pastries. Thank you so much, guys, for joining with me and interacting with me. And can I session now? Thank you so much.